Hey there, Danny here from Be a Better Podcaster. With the news that YouTube has finally opened up its RSS feed ingestion tool, it makes it super easy for audio-only podcasters to add a show to YouTube, which can then open up a new audience. So how easy is it to add your RSS feed to YouTube, and is it worth doing so? Let's find out, because there are some things you need to be aware of. So I'm going to use this old show as an example. As you can see, nothing's been published since 2021, so it's a good one to use. So what you want to do is copy your RSS feed. And once you've done that, jump on over to YouTube. Now, obviously, you do have to have a YouTube channel already established or created for this anyway. And then go to YouTube Studio. This is where you're going to manage everything. When you're inside the studio, click Create. From there, click New Podcast. Now, you'll see that you've got Create New Podcast, set an existing playlist as a podcast, or this new feature, Submit RSS Feed. So let's click on that. And here it gives you a quick little blurb about podcast RSS feeds on YouTube. So just give that a quick read and click Next. Enter your RSS feed that you've copied. So let's copy that there. Now YouTube's going to check the RSS feed and you'll need to verify ownership of the podcast with a code. So click Send Code and wait for that to come through to your email. It needs to be the email address that's associated with your podcast RSS feed. Once you have the code, enter it into the box. And then click Verify. Now here you've got a few options. You can either upload all the episodes in your RSS feed, or maybe you want to just upload newer episodes because your earlier episodes weren't quite up to scratch. So you can choose what date here. Or you can say do not upload any old episodes at all, and basically just start publishing from your RSS feed on new episodes only. So it's entirely up to you, but generally I would go with all episodes because obviously you're now using YouTube as another destination for your show. So you don't want to give listeners the opportunity to check out all your episodes. Now, with YouTube, you're not allowed advertisements in your podcast. You are allowed host-read sponsor messages, but not baked-in ads or standard advertising because obviously YouTube's got its own monetization program. So if you do have standard ads, you'll have to remove them first. If your ads are host-read, all you need to do is confirm that it contains paid promotion, and that will set up YouTube's usual paid promotion disclaimer at the start of your video. One thing to keep in mind, when you add your audio-only RSS feed to YouTube, because it's not a video, YouTube will convert it to a video and give it a static image for the actual video itself. Now that's normally your podcast artwork unless you've got episode specific artwork, for your episodes. Once you've got all this section here, just click Next. And visibility, by default, YouTube sets it to private so you can check episodes, make sure they've all been pulled in, etc. Once you're happy with that, click Save. And what YouTube does now is it tells you you've created a podcast from that RSS feed. They're now going to start pulling these episodes in, and anytime you publish a new episode, YouTube will also pull that in as well. So let's just view podcasts. And you can see here, the Old Man Brown Show is currently processing and it's set to private. So as you can see, YouTube's telling me there's got 4 episodes left to upload from RSS. Now while I'm waiting on that, I can check that the episode title's here, the description's here, the artwork, etc. And I can change the artwork if I wish to do that, or give it a different name, or even change the description just for YouTube. Visibility, I want to set to public. And then you can see there that your default RSS video visibility is set to private. You just want to change that to public. So anytime you publish a new episode to your RSS feed, it'll be pulled in. And then just down here, it's show more for paid promotion, episodes to upload, etc. And you can also choose which default video order. So newest, oldest, most popular, date added, etc. And that's it. Click Save. My show is now public and ready to be watched by YouTube. This will be pulled into the YouTube app as well as the YouTube Music app, which is replacing Google Podcasts, which has gone away in early 2024. So as you can see, it's really easy to add your RSS feed to YouTube. Now, there are some things you need to be aware of. The first thing is YouTube rehosts your podcast. So basically that means your podcast host isn't hosting it, YouTube is. So if you want to see any views or listens in the analytics, you have to do that on YouTube Studio. You can't see it from your podcast host, at least at the moment. Also, because of this, if you edit the audio version on your podcast host, so maybe you update the audio, or you change the artwork, or maybe you change the description, or add a link in the show notes, etc., that's normally updated on your podcast host and podcast apps like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. But because YouTube hosts the video, these changes won't be automatically updated. Instead, you'll need to use their manual refresh. Now, the problem with that is, to pull in the changes, they'll set your existing video to private and replace the new version. So this means your analytics could be different because now you're looking at a new video. And then you've got the issue around advertising. If you're a larger podcast and you've got lots of ads already in your show, having to remove them just to upload to RSS feed on YouTube is probably something you don't really want to do. And if your show's already monetized really well because of these ads, then taking them out for YouTube's monetization program might not be the best option. If the extra steps involved when it comes to analytics and making changes to your podcast episodes sound a little bit clunky, then you may not want to do it. But remember, YouTube is the second largest search engine. They've also got an excellent recommendation engine, so there's a good chance that your podcast can be picked up by listeners or viewers of other podcasts. So it's definitely worth considering. Until the next time, happy podcasting.